domain name system, DNS. Topic will be very interesting as well as very exciting. Okay, so let's go and discuss what is DNS and how it is to work for you. Just I will say you like how to that means how to log into your database account with username, password, and market. It is a very like secure method to log into your AWS. So I'm gonna take Amazon server here. Like I'll take Ubuntu, key pair. For security group, what we need to select HTTPN. But like I'm already having HTTP and HTTPS in security group, so I can take it off. Yeah, in the advanced section, just go and run the script. Okay. We have done. Yeah. Can I ask some questions about Apache? Apache web server. Sure. Sure. Like HTML, CSS, it's all correct. In real, like in real time, who is going to work here? Front end developers. The reason I'm asking is okay. Okay. Currently, the server is running. So what will be doing? I'll be going to access the application, but let's wait at least 30 seconds because inside the script. That means we need to. I'll tell you like how to. So take the public database and just write it. So you'll be getting the Amazon application. Are you getting it now? Now I'll ask you a question. Please try to access the same application with same ID. HTTP is not required. Please try for the IP address only. And online for you, I'm giving the IP address in the chat box, everybody. Please try to load the application. Let the application is loading up. Loading. Great, guys. So the question is, I'll ask you a simple question. It is our application, right? The application what I deployed on my own server. But if you want to Amazon, right? Here I'm giving public IP address, but here I'm giving website, right? Now tell me one thing. If you want to create any website or web application, are we going to type IP address or like are we going to use the name of the website? This is what we can call as DNS, domain name system. That is what I'm going to tell you. So today I'll be showing you how to convert IP address to the name. That is DNS. So first of all, understand a concept called name resolution. What do you call it? Simply, without telling what is name resolution, I'll tell you like how name resolution is going to work for you. Okay, so this is what your IP address. That is what your IP address of the server. And this is what we call as application. Now simply remove this HTTP. Converting IP address to name. That is called as name resolution. Why? Because I'll tell you why we need to use the name resolution. For example, if you want to what you need to have my number, right? If you have my number, you can able to. The thing is, every time are you able to you are going to if you say it is easily for you to copy your person because number is not same thing is going to be happening. Sorry, for a listener to have any and the question is not going to be no sequence. Now in real time you want that is real application. What you will do in the name of the application is DNS. W ABC so every time our application will be accessible very easily or not, sir? That is what exactly it's an overview. DNS. So DNS can be called as domain name system. Domain name system. And the DNS is very, very important. Never ever forget it. So here is the notes actually. First of all, I'll talk about name resolution. Name resolution is nothing but process of converting IP address to that is what exactly I was want to get the domain actually. Like this, DNS stand for domain name system. What is the and in AWS, if you want, we have a special service called this is what exactly we are going to use to convert the IP address to host name. Actually, first of all, my question is host name. So it's not a host name, we need to call as DNS actually. And the same way it is domain name system. With the question is how can you do this? So IP address means something is giving now. So who will give this? www.swiggy.com. For the purpose, we are having something called as domain providers. This called as domain. Who will provide the domain providers? Providers, domain ID. Stranger, have you ever heard about these things? Those people will give it. So let me explain very clearly. So see here. DNS people can be domain system. So, like, let me make it as domain. Better, okay? Providers like GoDaddy, Hostinger, AWS, and so on. First of all, let's say I want to buy one domain. Domain means what? www. So if you want to buy a domain, either you can buy from GoDaddy, either you can go for Hostinger, or either you can go for. There are some hundreds of domain providers for you, not one, not two. Now let's go and explore all of the domain providers. Of name resolution clear for all of you. Remember, if anything you are not able to understand, please let me know. I'll repeat it multiple times for you, okay? Okay, great response, guys. Now see here, first of all, I'll go with AWS. So type your Route 53. Are you seeing Route 53 now? It is going to provide scalable DNS and domain name. That means you can register with them. For example, let's say I want application. I need to have a domain. Okay. So click on get started. Let's say I want to register my domain. Okay. So click on get started. Simply what I do here, I want to launch my application of berham.com. For example, this is my domain actually, what I want to buy. Click on. Now AWS will search for me. Is the domain available for the user? And one more thing, you can buy this domain and you can sell to other. For example, I want to purchase devofberham.com. So what you can do is you can buy that domain and you can sell to me as well. Reselling value. Okay, I'll tell you. So if I want to buy this domain, how much of cost I'm going to have? $15. How much? $15. $15 per 1 year, sir. How many years? 1 year. If I want to go for devofberham.net, what is the pricing per year? $70. .org, 15. .io, how much? 71. So like that, I'm having lot of options. Imagine if you want this one, devofberham.com. So click on select. Click on proceed to checkout. So simply click on next. And we need to give information like your name, your company name, your phone number, your email, billing contact, everything we are going to provide. Once if you provide, you can buy that one and you can use. But the thing is, for how much of amount we are buying that one? $15 means let's convert into INR. Let's take $1 is equal to 80 rupees. Minimum, let's take on an average 80 rupees. 15 into 80, what is the value? Telidu. 1200. Some other websites. See here now. You can get only for 100 rupees. How much? I'll show you. Screen card. Guys, I'm already having a domain here. So, but I'll tell you how to buy your own domain. Okay. And as I said, it's a paid service. Definitely, everybody need to purchase the domain. Why? Because this will helpful on your interview. Trust me, investing 500 rupees is not a big deal for you. But everybody. Name. See, for example, it's the same domain I'm gonna buy here now. Okay, what are the domain you are seeing now? DevOpsWareham. Let's see. So go and type devopswareham.com. So click on search. Sir, how much of amount you need to pay, sir? 89 rupees per first year, right? So you can see totally for 3 years, how much of amount I'm paying. So if I click on continue, see it's a 3-year purchase, 3 years purchase, okay? If I go for 3 years, you can see how much of amount I'll be paying now. I'm going to remove some of the factors here now. Domain protector, I'm going to remove. So if you see for 1 year, how much of a price you are paying here now? 969 with additional domain protection as well. Okay. That means whenever you compare Route 53 with Big Rock, which one is better? Big Rock. Why? Because they're 1200, but here 900, right? Go to some other website called like GoDaddy. Which one? Or like Hostinger, I'll go for Hostinger. In the Hostinger also, I'll try to search for same domain. Okay. So let's say I want a domain here now. So click on services, domain name. Again, same thing, devopberham.com. Click on search now. Now see here. Sir, how much of amount you are going to pay here now? $3. How much? That means whenever you compare Route 53 and what do we call second one? This one, Big Rock and Hostinger. Which one is better now? Hostinger, right? But I'll show you one ultimate thing that is called as GoDaddy. Which one? GoDaddy. In the GoDaddy, if you type the same name, again you will be wondering actually for how much of amount you are going to buy. See, DevOps by Raham.com. Remember, for there is a lot of pricing difference between .com, .org, .in. Okay, sir, how much of amount you are going to pay, sir? 1.6 rupees. How much? 1.6 rupees. So if I click on make it yours, and remember that is only for first 1 year, but for second year, third year, the price will be changing. So if I go here, click to cart now. Okay, let's say you don't want for 3 years, you want only for 1 year. Okay, so now are you seeing the pricing here now? So you should not need to take the complete items. So the single one is enough. And finally, I'll talk about only one last thing, that is Namecheap. Which one? I'll talk about this one. Let's compare each and every pricing actually. You'll get clarity. What is the thing I want to buy? DevOps by Raham.com. So click on search. Sir, if you are feeling .com is very, very expensive, go for .in, .net like that, okay? You want one domain. Extension is not required for you mainly. So if you can go and see, are you seeing the combo here now? How much of price they are selling for? But if I go for devopsbaraham.it.com or .dev, pricing is varying or not, sir? So whenever if you are going for less domain, you will be having very less price. If you go to .store or .tech, you are getting only for 86 rupees for 1 year. How much? So what I'll do is, I'll recommend you to take this one. Why? Because 86 rupees is very, very cheap for you. Okay, everybody can afford. So take any one domain and try to start practicing. Why? Because remember, what lot of people will do mistake, I'm talking about especially freshers, not experienced people. Experienced people can get anyways calls. But for fresher, what they do is they will do any one of the project. And they are going to put the project description on LinkedIn or like on the resume. But what you need to do, you need to build a project which is very, very high-end project. You need to make it scalable, securable, and you need to make it with your own domain. Whenever if HR calls you, or whenever if interviewer is calling you, tell them I have done a project. This is my project link. So before they approach you, first of all, they will see your project. Half of the marks will get there only. So I'm telling you, every fresher need to buy your own domain without any excuse. And everybody need to build your own project, and everybody need to give your name, domain name in the resume. Trust me, if you build projects like this, and if you make your resume like this, you will be easily getting the calls. Why? Because out of 100 fresher, not even one fresher is building the live project. Live project means the application need to be run, and you need to give the URL to the people who is going to hire you. Based upon the URL, they can open the application, they can see how the application is going to work, and they can call you easily. And it is only for fresher, not for experience. Experience, so like you will get calls anyway. But if a fresher want to get a call, if a fresher want to attend for interview, it is the best ever process. For that purpose, how much of amount you need to invest? Minimum 500 rupees. Okay. If you want to buy in a domain in a very less way, don't go for .com. .com is very expensive. Go for .in, .net, .dev. Anything is fine. I'll show you. For example, are you seeing a .online now? Yeah. Tell me any one of your name here. Any one of your name. Shubhashri. Shubhashri in, for example, I'm going to take. Click on search now. Reading this many times,
రికార్డ్ చేస్తుంది అంతా రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది అమ్మ చూదురా నేను ఏమన్నా
and he sold the domain for 1 crore. He bought only for 5 lakhs rupees, not like immediately. He sell the value for 1 crore rupees. That is the power of domains. So you can see Shubhashri dot in is not available, but you can take dot co dot in. It is very affordable, 669 rupees. So click on add to cart. Once you add to cart, okay. So directly what you're gonna do now, you need to check out. It is adding to the cart. Wait, internet is a bit slow. Yeah. Click on continue. I'm telling you how to purchase a domain. Okay, it's very simple process. I'm already having a domain here, but I'll tell you how to purchase. Is there any difference between .com and .org? Exactly, Bhaskar. We will discuss that one. Wait, guys. Yeah. So here for 1 year, how much of amount you are gonna pay? See, there are some other things that is going to happen here now. You need to remove the things actually. See here, I'm having some other orders as well. Are you seeing my orders here now? Don't worry about these orders. This I'm not gonna buy. I'll remove these orders here now. You can see I got a domain for 0 rupees. Developer Raham dot. How much of amount I need to pay here? So sometimes you will get domain for only 1 rupees also. But we need to have a bit luck. That is the only thing. Okay. Yeah. You can see I'm just going to buy the domain. I don't want them. Okay, premium DNS, domain protection, you can ignore them. Why? Because we don't want them as of now. Shubhashri, you are very lucky. You got shubhashri.info for free of cost. You can use it for next 1 year. Okay. Okay, fine. So it is our domain pricing actually. Let me remove this one as well. I'll tell you like how to check out. Okay. Remember the concept of doing DNS is very simple, but buying is a like lengthy process. So here 669 rupees is gonna be total amount, and GST how much? So we cannot escape from GST. That is quite impossible. So pay your amount and GST. So click on here, checkout. The moment if we click on checkout, automatically it is going to ask your card details. So we need to provide. And the better thing is you can pay through UPI. If you don't want to have card, go through UPI and click on pay with UPI. Now it is going to open the QR code for you, and from the QR code you can just simply scan and you can own your domain. That's it. Very simple. It's like a UPI payment for your Zepto and Blinkit things. Clear now? Go to Big Rock, select your domain, click on checkout, pay through UPI. That's it. Only 4 steps. So click on UPI here now. So automatically select your thing. Either you can enter UPI ID or you can scan through QR as well. That's it. So is the concept of how to write domain practically clear for all of you now? Online. Is it clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Okay. And one more thing, a small pro tip here. Whenever, if you want to do any transaction through UPI, why? Because it will give cashbacks as well as sometime cards as well, promo cards as well. But in PhonePe, we don't get much. That is the best ever thing. And there is one more website, like one more application I have on my mobile. I'm not sure like what is the application name. I forgot. I used it last day. I mean like last month. Whenever if you do any transaction, you will get a very huge discount actually. That means if I send money from my account to your account, you will be getting instant cashback. Cash Karo. You know Cash Karo, all of you? I mean, by chance, if you don't know, Cash Karo. Are you seeing this one now? The best ever application that will applicable for discount, cashbacks, and promo codes. So whenever if you want to do any transaction, I use this one. This will be very helpful for you. Okay. Why? Because as a student, I know how important money is for you. So if you want to save the money, go and start using this one. Okay. And if you get any discount, please give it to me as well. 50-50, yeah? Okay. Fine. Now The theory has been done how to buy the domain. Now, practically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to register the domain. Actually, see here. Step number one. What is step number one? Buy a domain from the below sites. Either you can go to GoDaddy, Hostinger, or BigRock, but never buy from AWS. It is very expensive. You've seen it like lively, right? It's very expensive. Step number two is about creating a server and launch application. That means step number one, step number two, both are done. Now, what we need to step number three here now. So go to Route 53. Remember, some people call this route. Some people call this route actually. So exact we need to call this Route 53. Okay, so go here. In the Route 53, we need to click on hosted zone actually. As you can go and see here now. Are you seeing hosted zone now? We need to create the hosted zone and we need to give the domain. Click on create hosted zone. Here hosted zone is nothing but my name of the domain. See, as you can see, I'm already having a domain. What is the domain name? DevOps by Mustafa.in. .it. It's my brother's domain. I'm using it right now. We already purchased that one. Coming to type, it is public or private. I'll tell you. Public means if people from the internet want to access your application or want to access your server, we need to give public. Private means if you want to use any application. Hey.
అది రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది మాట్లాడిన రికార్డ్ అయితే సైలెంట్ ఉంది రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది నేను తర్వాత కింద మనీ రికార్డ్ చేస్తాను ఈ రెండో కాల్ రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది మాట్లాడిన ప్లీజ్ ఎందుకు సతాయిస్తున్నావు రోజు మరి ఎందుకు అనుకుంటున్నావు
Simply give the name of the domain and click on create. No need to select any other option. Here type is nothing but it is going to indicate where your traffic is coming from. Is traffic coming from internet or from internal? Internet only. So go for public. Now if traffic is coming from internal company, internal your organization, then we need to go for yep. So creating hosted zone, practically clear for all of you know? Online. Is it clear for all of you? Can you please confirm me once? Yeah, Mohammed, we need to buy. Okay. See now again, step number one, we discussed how to buy a domain. Step number two, we know how to create a server. Step number three, we know how to create a hosted zone as well. These three are very clear. Coming to step number four, we need to update the name server values in domain register. I'll talk about what is name server. Very simply, I'll tell. For example, you are learning some concept in DevOps or AWS. If you don't know the concept, whom you are going to ask to? Whom you are going to ask to? ChatGPT, not me, eh? Man, you paid for me, man, not for ChatGPT. If you don't know anything, you need to ask me, right? So what I'll do, based upon my knowledge, I'm going to give the answer for you, right? For example, if you want to call to any other person, you don't know the number, whom you are going to refer to? Telephone directory. Telephone directory will give the numbers or not, sir? And if you don't know a concept, if you ask me, I'll give the concept information or not, sir? Here also, that is what exactly name server will do. Name server is nothing but, see here I have given very, very clearly. Name server, it tell browser to connect to the exact server where your application runs. Simply it is nothing but guide to a tour actually. For example, if you go to picnic, like Kashmir or like Kerala, wherever, you don't know the places. Now who can take you to the places? Guide, right? That is what exactly that is happening in the DNS. I'll tell you in a very clear way. For example, it is your laptop. It is your laptop. It is your real server where your Amazon application is running. Okay. It is the server where your Amazon application is running. Now, whenever I type www.amazon.com, where in my browser, now my browser don't know it need to go to which server exactly. Why? Because in real time, you'll be having some thousands of servers, right? Now my browser will be confused. Are it to which server I need to go? Imagine I'm having 3 servers here, for example, for your clarity. I'll take three different servers. Server number one, server number two, okay, server number three, and let's say server number four also I'm having. Now, whenever I type Amazon.com, my browser doesn't know in which server exactly Amazon is working. But I know. For example, imagine in this server your Amazon application is working. Okay, this is Amazon server. And let's take some other servers called Flipkart. It is your Flipkart server. Which server it is? Flipkart. And it is gonna be your Zomato server. Zomato, for example. And it is gonna be your Netflix. Let's take. So how many applications you are having totally here now? Four applications are working on four different servers. Now, if I type Amazon.com, my server will be confused whether to go to this server or this server or this server or this server. So now in that case, it will be very difficult to go to exact server or not, sir. For that purpose, what is going to happen, in internet, we are having something called as name server. What do we have? What is the purpose of name server? Name server is going to store exact IP address of each and every server in the internet. Now, whenever my browser type the Amazon.com, first of all, it will go to where? It will go to the name server. Name server will have all the IP address now. So name server will tell you to go to the server number one directly. Or if I type www.flipkart.com, again the request will go to name server. Name server will directly point out to which server? Flipkart. So that is the purpose of name server. Without name server, it is highly impossible to go to the exact server. That's what I said now. For example, if you go to Kerala, okay, you want to go to a beautiful spot actually. That tour guide is going to tell you the route. Imagine if you don't have the tour guide, how you can how can it is what we call, how do you can go to exactly location? Is it practically possible? For their purpose, how exactly everybody required a guide to the tour. Here also name server is required to map to the exact server in the real time point of view. But now my question is, who will create the name server? By default, Google has a name server. We should not need to create. Already name service existed. That name server will have all the IP addresses. The name server can pick the request and going to give to the required server. So is the diagram clear for all of you first of all? All right. Is what is name server and the diagram clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box? Remember, for this concept, P is very, very high. Practical point is very, very small. Okay? Yep. Now you can go back here now. What I can do is if I click on this one, you can see something called as name server. Are you seeing now? Whatever the name servers you are having, this I need to go and update to here, my domain register. Click on my domain. I have given it very clearly. Update the name server values in the domain register. So what I can do, go to name server option. Are you seeing now? Whatever the name servers you are getting here now, update the values. But remember, these are my old name server values. So I need to give the new one. But are you seeing dot here now? We need to remove the dot. Don't give dot at the practical point. You will be getting an error. Simply copy and simply paste it here. Yep. First two name server values are very, very important, sir. First two name server values. Remaining values are not important. You can leave them as optional, but I'm giving the all the four values in the named server point. Okay. So now click on update the. Now my name server got all the updated values. So whenever I type Amazon.com, that will directly go to my server. Acha, okay, sir. You said that you update the values in name server, but now my question is, how does the server IP address will come to the name server? It is very simple. For that purpose, we are having last thing called record creation. What we are having? record creation. So before I go for record creation, name server update, I'll tell you one more time. First of all, go to your domain, take the values, go to your domain register. Domain register means where you have registered your domain. So I register my domain in Big Rock. Go here, click on name servers and update all the values. Step number 4 clear for all of you know, everybody. Yep, clear. Now what I'll be doing, the last step we are going to create the record. So simply what we do, go here now. You can see an option called create record. Are you seeing now? Record is something which is going to exactly point your IP address to domain. Here, are you seeing your domain now? So if I type this domain in the internet, okay. So the thing is, it need to go to which traffic? I'll tell you it. Here, what is my domain name here now? Go back here now. DevOps.Mustafa.in. So if I type this one, my application need to load. But currently my application is running on a server. For server, we have IP address or not, sir? That IP address I need to take. From where I can take? From here. Are you seeing it now? Take the IP address and simply give it here. HTTP and all is not required. Just to go and give. And there is something called as TTL and routing policy. I'll tell you later. Click on create the. I'll explain about record types. If you want to convert IPv4 to DNS, what is the type of record we need to use? But if your server is having IPv6, what is the record type we need to select? AA. But here I'm using IPv4 only, so single is required. But if it is IPv6, AA into type. If you want to convert one host name to another host name, we need to go for what? CNAME. No, MX stand for mail server. Out of them, don't remember all of them. We are working with only type A record, that is IPv4. So already it is by default selected. If I scroll down, you can see AA, CNAME, MX and so. Okay. So click on simply create the record. So once your record is created, it will take exactly 1 minute to activate your DNS. If you click on view status now, again I'll cover all of the points. Don't worry. Currently, what is the status now? Pending. Once the status got active or in sync, automatically you should not need to type the IP address. Domain name is going to work for you. Guys, it's a very simple process. Yeah. You can see it is status in sync now. Now simply what I do, from now onwards, I don't type IP address. It's your IP address, right? Now what I'll do, I'll go and type the DNS here now. Automatically same application will load. Is it loading now? Now everybody type the same DNS on your mobiles. DevOps by Mustafa.in.net. That's it. Online for you people, I'm gonna give the ID here. So please take it and do hit enter URL. Now everybody will get the exact application. Are you getting now? So this is the way how exactly we are going to convert the IP address to host name. So guys, again I'll explain the whole process practically for you guys. Already 2 times we covered, it is third time. So listen very carefully. So look into the board now. Point number 1. In the practical part, first of all, what we're gonna do, we need to buy a domain. So you can take any domain. I shown you how to buy a domain in the Big Rock, but it's up to your choice. Take anything. Step number 2 is what? Create a server and launch the Amazon application. This already we have seen from starting of the course. There is nothing new. What is step number 3? Go to Route 53 hosted zones and click on create here. Go here now. Click on Route 53. We need to create a hosted zone. Already I'm having, but I'll show you one more time. Click on create hosted zone. What we need to give? We need to give the domain. So it is my domain here now. Remember, protocols don't give HTTP, HTTPS don't give them. Okay. So public or private? Why public? It's traffic is coming from internet. Remember, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to learn any subject very in depth, the first question you need to ask is why it is important.
అరే ఈడ మాట్లాడింది వినబడుతుంది జసేపు ఆగు రాదు చెప్తే ఒక అర్ధ గంట అయినా తెలుస్తుంది హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ పిల్లగాడు ఇట్లా 3 శాతం
In the by default your page will look like this. Click on your domain registration. Click on update the. How many values you are seeing now? 4. You can update to 4 mandatory, 2 are optional. But before you update, so this server values are not. Once it is done, now if name server want to fetch the server information, we need to create the record actually. What we need to create? Record. So how do you create the record? Very simple. Go back to your domain, click on create the record. In the record, we will be going here and giving the IP address. See, I'm using IPv4 or IPv6. IPv4 means which type of record we need to use. If it is IPv6, www. If it is hostname to hostname, correct. So simply click on create the record. So once if we create the record, it will take exactly 60 minutes to activate. Now automatically within next 60 minutes, whatever the IP address you are using, that is going to convert to DNS. So this is the complete in and out process about DNS in the real time. So before I go for next point, is it clear for all of you till now? Everybody. Online, is it clear for all of you till now? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Okay. So it's clear for all of you. That is really great. Yeah, fine. Yeah, definitely need to put your hands on Suvijay. Okay. Acha, okay, sir. Now I have a question. In real time, we will be accessing the application through server or through load balancer. Question is very simple. In real time, are we going to access server application through server or through load balancer? Through load balancer. Why? Because if you access through server, you need to get application from only one server. That is not a good thing. In real time, we have multiple servers. To distribute the load equally, we need to use load balancer or not, sir? What if I don't use load balancer? Application will crash. What will crash? So for that purpose, what I'll do is I'll be going here simply and I'm going to create a load balancer. Okay. And I'll tell you how to convert this normal DNS to load balancer DNS. Okay. So as you can see, currently how many servers I'm having? Only one. I'll take it as Amazon server number 1. It's on which availability is on US East 1A. Let's create one more server with a US East 1B. Amazon server number 2, Ubuntu. I think all of you know load balancer creation process, right? Everybody. Subnet US East 1B. Simply type 1B, automatically it will come. Okay. So go to here in the advanced section. Either you can use custom AMI or either you can use script. Anything is fine. Okay. Okay. So go here and click on launch the application. I mean server. So how many minutes it's gonna take the time to run the script? At least 30 seconds, minimum to minimum. Remember, in Azure also we can create server, but the difference is Azure will take 1 minute of time. Can we see how to launch a server in Azure now? I think in demo I missed that the other day. Why? Because I don't have subscription. Today I'll show you. Okay. Again, you will be wondering, same process. There is no difference as it is process. But the thing is, I don't like Azure. Why? Because it's very slow when compared with AWS. You will come to like you will see it right now. Wait. And one more thing I'm telling. This I'll tell 100 times till the end of the course. So listen every time very carefully. Multi-cloud is very important for experienced people. But for freshers, it's optional. One cloud is enough. But in my class, there is no fresher. Everybody is experienced candidate only. You think like that, behave like that only. Am I clear? Yeah. Why? Because if you think you are a fresher, you require only basic stuff. But with basic stuff, can we get job in nowadays? For single job, 1,000 people are applying. 1:1,000 ratio. By chance, if you don't know, go to Glassdoor and do research. For a single job, nowadays 1,000 people are applying. 1,000 means not a joke. Imagine the competition you are having. But again, out of 1,000 people, 950 people are scrap. What they do is they don't do anything. They simply apply for random jobs. Complete scrap. Only 50 to 40 people are gonna be worth people. And out of 50 to 40 people also, some people don't know basic. They know about overview, but they don't know about basic. Okay. See, if you are good at fundamentals, you should not need to worry about anything. That's what I can tell. Are you seeing Amazon application now? Now let's go and create a load balancer quickly. Tell me the process of creating load balancer. Load balancer. Create load balancer. Wait. I think I'm already having a load balancer. Okay, leave this load balancer. Amazon ASG1. Okay, leave this one. I'll create my load balancer with the name of Amazon. Only Amazon I want. Yeah. Type internet or internal. Very good. And my servers are running on 1A, 1B. So security group take all traffic here now for temporary purpose. Yeah. So here our port number is what now? 80. Target group instance TG1. Click on next. Select both of the instance and click on include as pending below. Clear the target group. Once this target group has been created, click on refresh and take your target group. And WAF as well as Global Accelerator CloudFront. Tomorrow we'll be discussing. Tomorrow our concept is CloudFront and WAF. Okay. So click on create the AWS account currently does not support creating load balancer. Oh shit, man. Uh, Basically, what happened is this account is on pending status. That means this account is going to block within next 2 days. So some services are not working, but don't worry. What we can do is we can use existing load balancer. Are you seeing the load balancer now? It is existing one only. Let me go to resource map. So for this load balancer, what I can do is I can attach my existing target group. This load balancer is created, but there is no servers attached. What I do, I'll attach the servers to existing load balancer. Why? Because we cannot create new load balancer due to account is on pending status. So wait. Action. I'll change the target group, over here. No, I'm just checking port number 80 is there. Yeah, it's applicable. First of all, you need to check port number 80 is there or not. But again, like we need to have some separate thing, Availability zone 1A, 1B, 1C is there. Okay, good. In the resource mapping section, you can see one rule is there. It is attaching to one target. But are you having any targets now? Now, what you can do, simply go to target here. What is the target here? Amazon ASC 1. Simply go here, click on register targets, select both of them, Click on include as pending below. Please stop it. That's it. That means for existing target group only, I'm adding the server field. Remember, I'm doing this process. But in this I see that's it. So what we can do here, take the DNS application. I'm gonna check whether application is working or not. Wait, it will load, guys. See, we need to check whether the targets are held. This is but again, we need to wait for 5 to 6 at least. And check security groups as well, right? Because it call traffic only. Fine. So everything is good. Let it run for some time. Remember, guys, sometime your browser will go to HTTPS mode. Are you seeing now? See, sometimes what will happen, your browser will redirect from HTTP to HTTPS. That is what happening. If you see here now, currently browser is taking HTTP or HTTPS protocol. HTTPS. But what is the protocol we have given? That is the reason why your application is not loading. Remove this yes here now, it will load now. Are you getting it now? So sometime our browser will behave like that only. What you think is output is not coming. Output will come. So it need to be HTTP or HTTPS. Correct. So currently my application is running through load balancer. But now what I'll do is this load balancer DNS is there. I convert this load balancer to our own DNS. But how it is possible? You can see here now. If you scroll down, now let's convert load balancer DNS to our own DNS. Create one more server and now what we do in step number 6, we need to go and select alias. So go to record here now. It's very simple process. Route 53, yeah. See, I'll close all the tabs here now. So go to your hosted zone, select your record. Various record inside the hosted zone. Go here, select this one. You can see are you seeing edit record now? In this edit record, what we gonna do is we need to enable alias. Enable what? Traffic I'm routing to which service is load balance. Are you seeing load balance? What is the load balance region? US East one. And what is the load balancer name? Check out here now. Amazon ASU1. Are you getting it now? Take this and simply click on. So that's it. Very simple. Now, whatever the traffic you are routing from single server, initially, now the traffic will be routed to load balancer. It will be going to, now load balancer will distribute the application. That means I'll show in diagram. Previously, whenever if someone send the request will directly go to Amazon server. But now what exactly I have done? I have taken two Amazon servers. How many? Two. See, that is Amazon server number 1. It is Amazon server number 2. Let me make it as Amazon. Write the name Amazon. It is also Amazon server. Now, if user send a request will directly go to, first of all, where it will go to load balancer. Where it will go to load balancer. So imagine it is a load balancer. Now, whenever it is load balancer get the request, so automatically the request will be sending to both of the servers equally. So this is how exactly the things are going to work. Why? Because in real time, anyways, we don't use single server. Definitely, we are going to use load balancer only. Why to use load balancer? To distribute the traffic. What happen if you don't distribute the traffic? Server will go to crash. What will happen if server crash? Business down or application down. If application is down, what
అన్నీ
will
ఒకటేసారి వేసి
business? Okay. This is
తెచ్చిన లిక్విడ్
again. If you don't distribute traffic to server, server will crash. What will happen if server will crash? Application down. If application is down, what will happen? Business loss. Why? Because in real time, people are using cloud only for business, right? That's it. So again, let's see one more time how to convert to load balancer. Click on select your record. Click on edit record. We need to click on, by default we will be having IP address. Click on alias. I need to select to application load balancer. What is the region? US East 1. Okay, select this one and go for the region here now. Wait, US East 1. Yeah, select load balancer and click on save. That's it. So is the concept of how to route the traffic from IP address to your own DNS name. Theoretically, practically clear for all of you. Online. Is it practically clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Everybody.
టిఫిన్ తిన్నా నెల్లి
So now I want to tell you one thing. After learning all of this, tell one thing.
ఉండను
In real time,
ఉండనమ్మా
you won't do it.
నువ్వు
You
తిను
do it.
నేను
This
తిన్నా
separate team called ITT. See,
ఉన్నదే ఒక చిగ్గి నువ్వు తిన్నా అంటే
or if you are a mid-level engineer, you won't do these activities. Only experienced people will do. But in some organization, cloud and DevOps will not do this one. We have a separate team called IT team or networking team. Those people will do it. Remember,
అది ఒక 2 నిమిషాలు ఆరాలి ఇది అయిపోయినాక
in some companies, cloud and DevOps came together too. Why? Because company we have requirement like that. If you are a startup, you need to manage. See, if you take my case, our company is startup. We need to manage cloud activities. We need to manage DevOps activities end to end. But if you take my friend company, he don't work on DevOps. He work only on cloud. That too, he work only on EC to S3 VPC. Not complete cloud, only few part of the cloud. Like that, for every company to company, project to project, your roles and responsibilities will change. So if you talk about this one, fresher will never do this activity in real time. Mixed engineers are all not gonna do. Only the people who are having 4+5+years of experience, those people can do. But that too, in some companies, we don't do them. IT people will do it separately. So understand the layers actually. That's it. So this is the class for today's session. Now, before we go for doubts and queries, first of all, how's the class for all of you today? Class clear? Able to understand everything? All right. Can you please confirm me how's the class for all of you today? Everybody. Everyone. Okay. Great. Great, guys. Now, before we go for queries, so there is a small point to cover. I'll cover this point for you. So later that we can go for doubts and queries. Okay. The point is nothing but what is routing policy. Okay. What is routing policy? Whenever if you take any record, you will be having routing policy, right? What is the by default routing policy? Simple. Routing policy is nothing but load balancer algorithm. Do you remember load balancer algorithms? In same way, we have routing policies. Let me tell you. Route 53 routing policies. If you see here, no, I can show an image. This image will help you understand routing policy better. Yeah, you can see. Simple policies, whenever you send a request will go to command register of the routing call. It is going to send to so that is very straightforward. Suppose for example, first request will go to server number. Last request will go to server number. Similar type of load balancer. If Hyderabad people send the request, the request will go to Hyderabad server. If Mumbai people send the request, why? Because Hyderabad will get an application very speedily from Hyderabad server. Mumbai people get the application very speedily from Mumbai server. Like that. And what is the next one? Latency is nothing but which is server will give the like application very speedily. The request will go to the
Ah.
first server will take 5 seconds. Second server will take 1 second. That means which one is very speed? Second. Automatically all notifications go to next one failed. Next one failed for one server, the same request will go to second one. Next one is going to be multi-value and next one is going to be IP based. But another one
First item is simple writing only.
simple weighted, geolocation, latency, failover, multi-value encoding. It is similar to load balance algorithm. It is shown the single load
ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు ఆగు.
load balancer. You can get the clarity. See, yeah. Single load balancer. How many type of algorithms you have? Least timeout is nothing but latency actually. So how exactly load balancer will have algorithm to distribute the traffic? So this route 53 is also going to have routing policies to route the traffic. That's it. But what is the default one? Default routing policy. Simple. But in some occasions we can go for latency and geolocation. Okay. So that's it. Let me write the names here now. Routing policy. What is the concept name? Routing policy. This one. By default one is simple. Okay. Simple is default. After this one, what is the next one? Next one, latency. Next, geolocation. Next, multi-value. Next, IP based. IP based. So these are enough. Okay, there are totally 7. So 6 we have written. What is the other one we are having? Failover. Yeah, correct. Fail go. That's it. I mean, nobody will go for that much of depth, but better to learn the stuff actually. Okay, so this is complete end-to-end about top 53. But there is one more concept called like what do we call this one? TTL, time to live. This tomorrow I'll talk with you. TTL. Tomorrow also we are having extension for Route 53. There is a concept called content delivery network. Tomorrow I'll speak about that one. It's an extensive part for Route 53. Okay, why? Because we cannot cover CDN and Route 53 at the same time. So today if you practice this one, tomorrow session is going to be very, very easy. But before that, I'll tell you one thing. Everybody, please invest your 500 rupees and buy your domain. Why? Because that is going to helpful a lot in your interview time. Trust me. In interview, if you show a live project with your live domain, definitely interviewers are going to impress. Trust me, no fresher will do the things like this. But I want everybody to do the same process. So buy your own domain from BigLock. That can be anything. .in, .store, .online. It doesn't matter. Buy domain with your name only. Am I clear? That's it. So that's it for today. Now, if you are having any questions or any queries online, as you can raise your hand, and offline, you can go ahead. Definitely, Siraj, in upcoming classes, like we are gonna see it. Same concept. See, like he's asking me to show from auto scaling group. If I add auto scaling group, what will happen? I'll get load balancer. Create same record and alias. That's it. Same concept, Shiraj. There is nothing difference. Okay, so Vijay, you can talk now. Please go ahead, Vijay. Yeah, we'll give the date actually, today's date. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, while practicing using with this document, we are facing so many issues. What are the points we are discussing into the class? Those are points not covered into this document. Actually,
see, if the point is important, I'm gonna write on the notes. If the point is not important, I'm not gonna write on the notes. Very simple, man.
Yeah, today I understood that one. But here, one step. While we are taking the names of the values from the position, right? Yeah, those points are not mentioned. understood. So those are not important. So you are not mentioning.
I have given it now. Update the name server value from the register. Like name server where you are going to get from the previous step, from the hosted zone. That's it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, while practicing, we are getting issue there. I mean, all points we are unable to remember, right? So I think we need to take videos also.
Better. So that's what I said. What I am telling is, if you take the recording video, it will be helpful for you to practice in a better way. And one more thing, whatever I'm speaking in the class, it is not able to, like, it is not possible to write in the notes. If I talk some normal words, how can I write that one? You got my point, Vijay?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So please take the recording videos. It's gonna be helpful for you. Okay.
Sure. And one more thing. While selecting security group, you are selecting all, right?
So that's for temporary purpose. That is going to have port number 80 already enabled.
You have created separately.
No, I created separately, man. Even you can create your separate security group.
Okay. So for that you have mentioned all, like
exactly. See, while creating the server, guys, remember here this point. Let me show you. While creating your server, you will be having the option to create a security group. What I recommend is give the name of your security group. How to give? Very simple. Scroll here. By default, if you create a security group, you cannot give name like this. So what you can do? Go and click on edit. Here you can give the name and add the port numbers. Protocol HTTP, HTTPS. Are you seeing them now? HTTP. Okay, HTTPS. Like this, you can
add all three. I mean, SSH,
HTTP. Give your name as well. Name as per your choice. So from next time, use same security group. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Thanks.
And this domain name now itself we have to create or later. I mean, 1 week later or we can.
Better to do it now. Why? Because without this one, you cannot practice today, na? How we can practice this concept?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Actually, I need to.
Wait, Vijay. Like, your voice. Guys, can anybody turn off the fans there? 1 second, Dharanjay.
Sure.
All the fans, yeah. Fine, yeah. Thank you. Dharanjay, you can talk now.
Yeah.
If you leave for 3 to 4 days, you need to pay amount, man. Don't read. See, after your practice is done, try to remove immediately. Why? Because otherwise you need to pay billing for it. Okay?
Okay. Well, because it is a free account, right? I thought it will be free for 6 months.
Free account means account will be free, not the servers. Okay? Yeah. If you want to create the servers and if you want to leave them, we need to be kids of Ambani. Why? Because the billing, what exactly we are generating, and you don't know. Once I got the billing of 2 lakhs rupees. 2 lakhs. How much?
Okay.
2 lakhs. Not 2 years ago. But unfortunately, at that time, AWS didn't is not gonna debit the amount automatically. So I closed the account immediately. But nowadays, if you get 2 lakhs of rupees, they will directly cut from your account. So you need to be very, very careful while practicing with AWS. After practicing everything, go and delete everything. Okay?
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Next, you unmute option. Shakir, wait, hold on. Don't worry. Arun, you can speak now.
Hi, Rehan.
Yeah, hello, Arun.
So I just have a doubt. Like, do companies have their DNS?
Exactly. Every server will have their own name servers.
Okay. So I just want to know that, like,
Yeah. We do have. Next, Bhargav Reddy, you can talk.
Sir, hi, sir.
Hello, Bhargav.
Sir, ఇప్పుడు ప్రెషర్ నేను
2025 లో కాల్స్ రాలే కానీ ఆ కాల్స్ తీసుకోవడానికి స్కిల్డ్ ఇంజనీర్స్ లేరు, అది ప్రాబ్లం.
ఓకే సార్.
Yep. Still any questions or queries from your side, online or offline? So I'm gonna upload the notes here. What is your notes like? 25, right? 25. Shakira, speak on.
Hello, good morning, sir. Hello, may I audible, sir?
Yeah, Shakir, you are audible. Please go ahead.
I have a basic doubt, sir. While launching the instance, I am unable.
That means
Not 80. While creating the server, you will be having the option right here. This option to enablement. HTTP and HTTPS. Are you seeing both of them?
Yes, sir, both are
HTTP need to
enabled.
enable. Yep.
दोनों भी enable है, sir.
Don't be enable. Okay, I got your issue. I think you have taken the Amazon Linux server, but the script is for Ubuntu. Check out this one.
No, sir, I have taken Ubuntu only.
Then it need to launch. Otherwise, like you have done some mistake in practical part, Shakir. I'll show you one more time. See, just now I launched two servers in front of you, right? Yes or no? Hello? I think you went on mute.
Hello, sir. Can you explain me?
See, I already shown two times in the class, but again for you, I'm showing third time. So listen very carefully. First of all, give your server name.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Select what here now. Ubuntu. Shakir, listen. Take
Okay,
any key pair and instance steps up to your choice. Select what HTTPS and so in the advanced section, what you need to give, you need to go and launch the script actually. This script I have given a lot of times on your notes. Go and check it out.
Can you gain chat, sir? Once again in chat.
In notes, it is already there, man. Okay.
take it from here.
Simply click on what launch. Once your instance got launched, like how much of time you need to wait for? 30 seconds. So go and give Amazon server number 3. I mean, like name is up to your choice. Take out what here now. Public IP address and give the enter it here. But again, it will take 30 seconds for you to track it. Hold on for 30 seconds. You'll get the application automatically. And remember, sometimes HTTP will go to HTTPS redirection. Make sure you are opening HTTP only.
Yes, sir.
Now you'll get the application. See. Click on refresh now. Are you getting it now? Let's see. If it is getting for me, you as well. So do it, practice very carefully. I am getting welcome to Nginx, but after not open. Click on refresh one more time, Vijay. Even I got welcome to Nginx first time. After you click on refresh, it will get automatically.
ஆமா காணி வெடி
It
வைக்கணும்
is clear. Next one is gonna be Raghavendra. Raghavendra, you can talk now.
ఒక్క 2 నిమిషాలు ఆగు.
It's the notes it is not.
Yeah.
Wait. It's updated now. Wait, give me a second. No, like you get it 2508 means you are not.
మైండ్ ఒక్కటి ఒక్క 5 అయిపోతుంది.
That's fine. But you got the notes right.
Yeah, I got it.
Wait. Let me change it. Thank you. Please. Good. Fine.
కాల్ ఆపుతుంది ఏం బతుకుని పెట్టలేవు. సెక్రటరీ ఎక్కడండి బయట డాడీ ఫోన్ చేయొచ్చు మళ్ళీ ఆయన వచ్చి పరిస్థితి మళ్ళీ లేట్ అవుతుంది.
Something like that. Like go with you are 2020.
కాదు సార్ నువ్వేం అడగకు.
See, the people who are having year gaps, like let's say you're past 2020 and you are not getting a job, those people can put experience.
ఇట్లా అంటున్నావని అన్న నీళ్ళే
22 past. From 2020-21, you people raise the hands. So again, how many of you want to go with experience? Raise your hands. How's your okay, 16. Your first what year, Anji? 19. Okay, fine. And from online, okay, I can see few people. So what I'm going to do is create a separate group for you people, Telegram channel. I don't know who is going to create. But remember, if anybody want to join on that group, you need to be passed out before 2021 only. Some people will join 2024 are passed out. How can you put experience? Very simple, right? Give me 1 second. Okay. So what I recommend is any one of you, please try to take a lead actually. Okay, and try to create a group. Why? Because I'm going to give some separate activities for you. For freshers and for experience, what are the concepts I'm telling? This is enough actually. But to get more knowledge and to get more clarity about the real-time work, I'll give some separate works for you. You people, apart from this work, do those works as well. Am I clear? That's it. Yeah. So any questions or any queries furthermore from your side?
నేనేం చేసిండే ఇలా రికార్డ్ అయిన వాళ్ళు అని చెప్పి ఒకటే ఇది అయిపోయినాక వినిపిస్తా. ఎప్పుడే వినిపిస్తా ఒక్కడే నిమిషం. అక్కడ వేసేస్తాను. నువ్వేడా తిన్నావమ్మా?